Have you ever found yourself staring in the mirror and feeling that the person reflected there could be someone completely different, more confident, more assertive, more capable? It's common to feel like something is missing to achieve success and personal fulfillment, but few people know that there is a powerful tool at your fingertips: the mirror technique. This simple yet transformative practice has helped thousands of people reprogram their subconscious, strengthen their confidence, and change their internal dialogue for the better. The beauty of the mirror technique lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. Great figures in history, such as Winston Churchill and Woodrow Wilson, used this strategy to develop their presence and achieve great goals. Today, it is supported by neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible ability to create new connections, and by the power of visualization and self-affirmation. Just imagine what you can achieve when you start talking directly to your reflection, aligning your mind and heart for success. If you've tried everything to feel more confident, focused, and capable, but nothing seems to work, maybe it's time to try something different. The mirror technique is an invitation to look within, accept your potential, and reprogram your mind for the personal development you deserve. So, how about taking the first step and discovering how this practice can impact your life today? The mirror technique is a practice that became famous thanks to Claude M. Bristol, author of the classic The Magic of Believing. He showed how the simple act of talking to yourself in front of a mirror can be a powerful tool for mental reprogramming. It's not just self-help talk. This technique has been used for decades by people seeking more confidence and focus in their lives. The mirror becomes an ally for personal development, a kind of stage for exercising the mind. One case that truly demonstrates the power of this technique involves a businessman who was at his lowest point, drowning in personal and professional problems, drowning in alcohol and doubts. In a moment of despair, he decided, almost without hope, to look at his own reflection. Standing in front of the mirror, he began to say out loud simple but intentional words, such as, "I am capable, I deserve success, and my life is changing." Over time, the brain's neuroplasticity helped to deconstruct the negative patterns that kept him stagnant. This daily repetition, combined with vivid visualizations of a better future, created an internal process of mental reprogramming. He began to notice subtle changes in his posture, the way he spoke, and most importantly, in his internal dialogue. That insecure and defeated person began to give way to someone with renewed confidence and focus. The mirror technique, then, was more than an exercise. It became a ritual of self-transformation. The secret lies precisely in the combination of powerful posture and self-affirmation. It's not just what you say, but the way you stand in front of the mirror, with your shoulders back and head held high, that sends powerful messages to your subconscious. This deep connection between body and mind activates processes that promote personal development and help to overcome limiting beliefs. With practice, confidence stops being a distant wish and becomes a daily reality. Finally, understanding the mirror technique means recognizing that success begins within you. When you look at your reflection, you are not just seeing your own image, but a concrete opportunity to transform your thoughts and attitudes. With attention, discipline, and focus, this tool becomes an indispensable ally for those who want to reprogram their mind, regain confidence, and move towards a future of success and fulfillment. To begin the mirror technique, choose a large mirror, preferably one that shows you from the hips up, so you can observe your entire posture. This detail makes all the difference in reinforcing the connection between body and mind. The idea is to give you space to position yourself freely and with concentration, avoiding distractions. The environment should be calm and unhurried, so that your practice is truly effective. The second step is to adopt a power posture, one that sends a message to your subconscious that you're ready to win. Shoulders back, chest open, head up, and chin parallel to the floor. This position not only improves your body language, but also activates areas of your brain that are associated with confidence. It may seem simple, but holding this posture while talking to your own reflection changes everything. Now, before you start speaking, take a few deep breaths to eliminate negative thoughts and calm your mind. Breathing deeply slows down your heart rate, brings focus, and helps clear your thoughts. This is a crucial moment to get in tune with your inner self. A calm and centered mind better absorbs the messages you are going to repeat out loud. With your gaze fixed on your own eyes, connect with your inner self and begin to speak with confidence. Use phrases that express your desires and qualities, such as, "I am capable," "I have the power to change my reality," or "My success is inevitable." Your voice should be clear, firm, and convey certainty and determination. As you speak, mentally visualize these statements becoming reality, feeling the positive emotions they awaken. This combination of speech and visualization enhances mental reprogramming. For real effects, repeat this practice daily, preferably in the morning to start the day strong, and at night to reinforce what has been planted in your mind. Consistency is the key to making neuroplasticity work in your favor, creating new connections and strengthening your subconscious. In a short time, you will notice more confidence, focus, and a powerful posture that will spread to those around you. The mirror technique is not just a popular belief. It is supported by neuroscience, especially the concept of neuroplasticity. Our brain is an incredible machine, capable of creating new connections and modifying old patterns throughout our lives. When you stand in front of the mirror and make self-affirmations, you are encouraging these connections to strengthen, transforming the way your subconscious reacts to you. Furthermore, the technique uses visualization, which is a powerful resource for personal development. When you imagine positive scenes while talking to yourself, your brain interprets them almost as if they were real, activating areas responsible for motivation and focus. This combination of speech, power posture, and mental imagery makes an efficient combo to consolidate new internal beliefs, which are important for success. Another essential point is the theory of self-affirmation, which explains how the simple act of affirming values and goals strengthens personal identity. When you look into your own eyes, you activate your limbic system, which regulates emotions and memories. This direct connection creates a mental state that is favorable for mental reprogramming, making positive messages more effective in replacing limiting beliefs. Power posture also has its scientific implications. Studies show that open, firm body positions increase testosterone levels and decrease the stress hormone cortisol. This creates an internal sense of control and confidence, which is reflected in the way you communicate with yourself and others. Your body and mind work together to strengthen your self-image. Ultimately, this technique is a practical example of how to align mind, body, and emotions to achieve success. Regular practice in front of a mirror helps to reprogram the subconscious, transforms internal dialogue, and raises mental standards. This synergy between science and practice is what makes the mirror technique such a valuable tool for those seeking true and lasting change. Winston Churchill, known for his leadership during challenging times, used the mirror technique to rehearse his speeches. He would look himself in the eye and repeat his words with confidence, strengthening his posture of power and self-confidence. This practice helped prepare not only his speech, but also his mind for high-pressure situations. It is historical proof of how this technique can be behind great achievements. Woodrow Wilson, former President of the United States, also valued the mirror as a tool for self-knowledge and preparation. He used his reflection to improve his presidential presence, practicing expressions and gestures that conveyed confidence. This constant exercise contributed to his personal development and to the public perception of his leadership, showing that the mirror can be a strategic ally. Evangelist Billy Sunday, famous for his energy and charisma, used this technique before important sermons. Looking in the mirror and speaking with conviction strengthened his communication and increased his impact on the audience. This example shows that this technique is not restricted to political leaders, but can be used by anyone who wants to increase their confidence and success in different areas. Today, the mirror technique is widely adopted by athletes and CEOs seeking effective mental preparation. They know that success does not depend solely on physical fitness, but also on emotional and mental balance. Repeating self-affirmations in front of the mirror helps to program the subconscious for high performance, reinforcing the posture of power and focus, fundamental ingredients for achieving great results. These examples show that the mirror technique has crossed generations and contexts, remaining relevant to this day. Whether in politics, religion, or the business world, this practice has helped people develop self-confidence, clarity, and a mindset for success. Understanding these stories inspires you to create your own ritual and invest in your personal development with this powerful tool. When you practice the mirror technique regularly, one of the first changes you will notice is a significant increase in your confidence. This happens because your subconscious begins to accept your self-affirmations as truth, reinforcing a powerful stance that shines through in all areas of your life. With more confidence, your decisions become more solid and your impact when speaking naturally increases. Another visible change is in your posture and body language. By standing in front of the mirror with your shoulders back and head held high, you train your body to adopt a powerful posture that conveys credibility and strength. This change not only improves the way others see you, but also reinforces your internal feeling of personal power, creating a positive cycle. Additionally, the negative self-talk that often sabotages our success begins to transform into positive self-support. By replacing self-doubt with self-affirmations and visualizations, you will notice that your mind becomes more focused and prepared to face challenges. This brings mental clarity and helps you stay focused on your goals, which is essential for personal development. Another consequence of this practice is increased charisma and impact in your social interactions. Confident and assured people naturally attract attention and respect, whether in meetings, interviews, or informal conversations. The mirror technique helps develop this energy, making you a striking and inspiring presence in your personal and professional circle. Finally, by following this technique with discipline, you will notice that success begins to manifest itself more consistently. It is not magic, but the result of a deep reprogramming of your subconscious, which aligns thoughts, emotions, and actions to achieve your goals. It is a gradual process that requires dedication, but it brings lasting and transformative results. Now that you know the mirror technique and its benefits, how about putting this knowledge into practice today? Have you ever imagined what it would be like to look at yourself with more confidence and clarity, feeling that positive energy take over? What changes do you want to start seeing in your daily life by committing to this simple but powerful practice? Transformation is just one step away. All you need to do is take that first conscious look in the mirror. Remember, personal development is a journey that requires discipline and patience, but the rewards are enormous. By strengthening your subconscious and improving your internal dialogue, you create a solid foundation for success in any area of life. How about committing to repeating the technique daily and watching how neuroplasticity will work in your favor? The change is in your reflection and your will. If you like this content and want to continue receiving tips that transform your mind and your life, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. That way, you won't miss any news to advance on the path to success with confidence and purpose. Let's go together on this journey of self-knowledge and growth.